This is the best luxury backpack for men for traveling in 2025. It's from the quiet luxury brand Bally, which is a company from Switzerland that's been around for a long time. And first, I want to talk about why I omitted some of the other brands that you might be considering when it comes to luxury travel backpacks. And the first is Rimowa. Now, Rimowa has gradually started going with cheaper and cheaper materials. So they had some really nice Never Still canvas backpacks. They've switched to just basic plastic nylon backpacks, which, yes, it's practical, but is it luxurious? Not so much. But the biggest problem with Rimowa is the clamp or the snapping mechanism in the front. It's just not very reliable. So I needed something that was more reliable. The other issue with the Rimowa backpacks is they don't retain their shape. But when we look at this Bally one, you see that they have these nice little snaps on the sides to give it the right structure, even when the backpack isn't filled. And you see that that appears on both sides. Now, the other brand that I considered was Ralph Lauren Purple Label, but if you look at their leather backpack, it has a zipper for one thing, which means that it's going to be a little less practical when you're trying to put oversized things into your backpack. So for me, I put my Passati umbrella in the top here, and then the handle sticks out. So I'm able to put more into the backpack. It has more versatility because it's not relying on having a zipper. The other thing with the Ralph Lauren backpack is that it's just very simple. It's not very iconic. It's not super stylish. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything unstylish about it, but it's just not as special as this particular one. Now, I also considered Montblanc, and I almost bought Montblanc, but what I did was I did a poll with 3 different people. I showed them the Ralph Lauren one. I showed them this one from Bally. I showed them the Montblanc one. Everyone thought that this one from Bally was the best design. The other issue with Montblanc is that it's very small. The only way that I could fit the laptop in was to remove the laptop from its case and put it and sort of delicately put it into the Montblanc backpack. People were also complaining about some of the colors that Montblanc came in, such as the bright blue, which was the cheapest option. People thought it was too childish. So the unanimous choice among my poll group was that this was the best one, and indeed I'm quite happy with it. I bought it from the flagship store in Tokyo. They did a very good job of setting it aside for me. I even got a discount on top of that, so I'm very happy with it. It was sold out in various places like Farfetch, but let's talk about what makes it so great. So for one thing, it is designed for traveling. So if we look at the back here, there's this hole, and this hole is where you put it on your luggage, either your checked-in or your carry-on. You can stick the handle through there. You'll also notice that it's a much thicker apparatus for doing that than you're going to see on the Rimowa backpacks. The other thing is that it is made out of leather, and it's made out of recycled coated leather that is scratch resistant, more water resistant, so it's less easily scratched and stained than you will find with non-recycled, non-coated leather. So it has a similar texture to what you find with Montblanc and some of the luxury brands, where it's kind of hard, not quite as soft as you might find with some backpacks, but it's also not super stiff. So it's kind of a blend of some soft elements as well as some harder elements. We also have nice leather on the zippers here. Another thing that I love about it is it's just much more practical for travel than the Montblanc version. So we have this front pouch, which is where I can put, when I'm traveling, medicine. I can put a bottle. I can put an energy drink, a water bottle. On the sides, I can put things like my power bank. In here, I can put my wallet in there. I can put other bags inside. I love that this little snap here is metal. Now, there is plastic underneath, but the top part is metal. And it's very quiet luxury, so you can barely see the logo. It's actually covered up when you close it, but it is there. The inside has a little nylon section to help waterproof the backpack. And we see more branding on the inside, and there's a laptop holder in there, and we also have some more pouches and zippers on the inside. I think that the size of this backpack is perfect. It's what I would call a medium size, so Some of the luxury brands are too big. So the Rimowa ones I were looking at were, I thought, a little bit too big. Like, you don't really want to take it when you're just going to the mall or something. I thought the Montblanc ones were just a little bit too small. This, for me, is the perfect size. I really like how comfortable it is. You can adjust the length with this sort of metallic adjuster here. I don't find it overly heavy or dragging me down. So I spent like 2 weeks running around Tokyo, running around various parts of Japan. It was quite pleasant to use. It's versatile. So if you put a lot of items in it, you can just extend this part here to allow more space. Now, it's not going to look as pretty when you do that, but it's still a fantastic looking, quiet luxury backpack. I really don't think my camera is doing it justice. It looks better than it looks on camera. It's going to match almost everything because it is a subtle design element. So you see here that Bally has this iconic stripe design, but it's not like this is red and this is white. It's not like the older models where half of it was blue with more patterns. This is a more fashionable, fashion-forward black design that's going to match everything. So it matches, for example, my leather and silver headphones. It matches the purple label sunglasses that I have inside it. It's got this top part so I can hang it up when I'm in the bathroom or hang it up in the closet. It's got very convenient pouches on the inside and the outside. It's got nice padding on the bottom. It's got some breathability on the sides here for where it goes against your back. Overall, very happy with this backpack. It's around, I paid $900 something because I was able to get it tax-free in Japan. For you're probably going to end up paying over $1,000 for this unless you are able to travel and get some tax-free discounts on it. Highly recommend it. If this isn't available, check out some other items from Bally. I really think it's a stunning design. This is probably the single best luxury travel backpack out there, especially for men.